Hey Google, call voicemail, please.
Hey Google.
Voicemail.
What's she doing? Did you have a good night's sleep?
Your password, then press pound. I'm sorry. This number is... You have one new voice message. First voice message. Sent yesterday, Tuesday, March 3rd at 11:11 a.m. from 51875840002. Duration 13 seconds. Hi Glendora, it's Tracy from Community Bank. How are you? Just want to let you know that yes, we did receive the deposit. We'll have something soon. End of message.
Delete.
To erase this message, press 7. Message erased. End of new messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. You have pressed an incorrect personal option. To change administrative options, press 2. To record greetings, press 3. For pager notification settings, greetings. To change your personal greeting, press 1. To create your extended absence greeting, press. To select a standard greeting with your telephone number, press 1. To select a standard greeting with your name, press 2. Personal greeting, press 3. To exit, your greeting has been recorded as... everybody, this is Glendora. Let's see. At the tone, record your greeting. At the end of your greeting, press pound.
Hi everybody, we're getting along fine with the life of blindness. It is really, there's great joy in it as you learn to do things without your eyes. And the great joy is having my helper Amanda, who takes care of everything else. Why did Santa Claus have 3 gardens? So he could ho,
For archives, I think it's 10 through 16.
If you are satisfied with your greeting, press down. Personal options.
10 through...
That went fast today. We literally had one voicemail today, Glenn.
Well, that's because you're so good at keeping things cleaned up. This is the way it should go. It gets better and better every day, doesn't it?
It does, Glenn.
Okay,
Sure
can you
does.
go on top of the,
Okay.
on the electronic.
Alright, so let's do our 15 calls. What do you want to...
In the electronic.
How about we go through your phone today and try and see who we haven't called
We're
yet?
coming to that, honey, just as soon as we finish the loose pages.
Okay.
Can you think of anybody we should call? Let's call Sandy. Hey Google, call Blakeman Mobile, please.
Then we're all done with the electronics bench?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
Until next Tuesday, isn't that good?
That's it, so, yeah. Okay, the,
So Sandy. We have 2 calls so far.
Okay, so here's one that
Your
works
call
and
has
it's
been
not
forwarded to an
gonna
automated voice message system.
That would be for the notes. This is for the notes.
517-338 is not available.
Yeah, the notes.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi Sandy, Glendora, standing behind you and with you and bolstering you. Where do you go to eat if you have a broken ankle? Hi-ho. Let's try Tracy.
Tracy Pratt?
No, will you please try Casey? Hey Google, call Casey. No. Start over again. Hey Google, cancel please.
Oh, it's calling Casey. Casey, you're on.
Good. She can stand my mistakes. I don't know how she does it.
tone. Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Sue, where do you go to eat if you have a broken ankle? Idaho. The balance in the bank, thanks to Franklin sending the checks down from heaven, is $2,700. $1,200 of that is the rent for May, June, July. So we're doing fine. Was that 4?
That was 3. We got one more.
So Glendora,
Can you think of anybody wants to call?
I put the tape in this one here, and it seems to be working.
Okay, I think we're ready for the loose pages.
Alright, we'll go to the folder.
We'll go to the loose caboose.
Loose caboose.
The 19th.
So, who are we on today?
Oh, how nice.
Thank you for this.
Oh,
Very
We
much.
got on a good thinking hat.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, one has one and one.
so the last one we were on yesterday was Jimmy Palmer.
Different colors, too.
Yeah,
This is a brand new one. Never been used.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
And now wait, I think you can, is that her address on there?
Yes.
If her address is on there, then it belongs in the, think folder 1.
Yeah, there's no.
But you've got her telephone number in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So that's
Alright, anything folder 1.
yeah.
Walmart shopping.
Ah, is it grocery shopping?
I don't think so.
Okay,
It's just 525195398.
yeah, that woman will actually take it from you if you can't see. All right, now, put that, please, on the bottom of the
Pile.
Okay.
the contacts.
Alright, you got it.
Do you?
And now, would you call Walmart right now and order some groceries?
Of course we can.
Okay, hon.
The,
Did that paper say groceries, or did it just say,
It says Walmart shopping.
no groceries?
No groceries.
Yeah, okay, dear.
Alright, so we want to call Walmart and do a grocery list?
Yes, please.
Alright. Let me see your phone.
The time is 10 a.m. Hourly reminder.
You're a sweetie pie.
Your call cannot be completed as
I would just call Walmart.com. Don't you have a Walmart.com?
Yeah, we can go on. I can go online and do that if you want me to do
Oh,
that.
that's what I meant to do, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you
No,
meant
I'm
like.
sorry, I didn't make it clear.
It's alright, Glenn. You don't have to be sorry. Alright, so how about we finish everything up with the phone first,
Okay,
and then I'll do the Walmart,
okay.
so I'm not like sidetracking myself here a little bit. I'll leave this out and set this over here on my desk so I can make the shopping list out and call Walmart and order it. Leo LaBelle?
Bell,
Yeah, LaBelle.
and is it his address?
It's his phone number and his address.
His phone number is in your contact, so therefore his address can go in,
Addresses?
no, in the, think folder 1.
Alright. 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 Alright.
Alright, so that's in Think Folder 1. Hey.
Together, all of them. Just since 5 o'clock.
Think Folder 1.
Window. Look for flash.
Oh, come on.
Water.
Put one paper in you and you gotta mess up the rest. folder 1. Alright, so
Blood pressure,
now we are on.
ablutions.
Back to contact.
Yep. Miller Rise.
Try spelling, what's the number?
518-274-0701.
I would just dial it.
Sorry.
Alright.
What are you going to have to eat today? I think you're going to have bacon.
Good morning, and thank you for calling the Independent Living Country New York Trip.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good.
Now, do you have dues or anything like that? Do you have to pay money?
I'm sorry, do we have what?
Dues, membership fees or anything like that?
We don't.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Are you sponsored by the state or?
No, we're a non-profit organization.
Oh, okay, are you like, what did they used to call that? Community chest or red feather or?
No, we provide a variety of services to people.
Oh, okay. And you take donations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. You have given me a magazine that I thank you for. How often does that magazine come out?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think monthly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Uh-huh,
I've never read it.
uh-huh. Do you have anybody who can come to my house and read to me?
We don't.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, thank you for the good that you're doing the world.
Yeah,
We
no.
appreciate,
Anytime.
yeah, we appreciate your good work. Appreciate your good work. Oh, I'll tell you a joke for today. Are you ready?
Sure.
Computers are in the Bible. Eve said to Adam, "Do you want an apple too?"
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Thank you, and what is your name?
Amanda.
No. I've got 3 Amandas in my life. My helper sitting right here next to me is named Amanda. Okay, thank you, Amanda. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. So now, do you have that number in your call list, honey?
Yes, we have it on the call list. I could take and pitch recycle the paper.
Yes, because there's no address on it, is there?
No.
I would, yeah. You want me to recycle it for you, babe?
Hang on 1 second, babe. I'm just writing down. We're on 5 now.
And there've been good calls, too.
Hang on 1 second, because I don't know where I just said it, baby. Oh, right here. Duh. Right in front of your face there, Mandy. Hey, baby.
Did you fold it?
Oh, I did not fold it.
Did you check off the other side?
I did.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Am I putting it in the right place?
You are putting it in the right place.
I don't think so. I don't see any other papers.
We don't have any other papers over there yet.
Okay, sweetie.
Elaine?
Elaine, okay. Anything else under it?
Harry? Or Henry? Eli Harry?
Why don't we just dial it?
I'm guessing it's probably 518. Oh, I can't dial it, Glennie, because there's not complete numbers to it. There's only 951672. I'm missing a number.
Mm-hmm. Can you give me Elaine, you said it is?
I think EIL, Eli, right?
Yeah.
Henry? Eli Henry?
Okay, would you put it in the bottom, please?
Of course.
Let's go over the gloves.
Richard S.
Yes, please.
So here we are, back. The stabilizer socks are done and the exercises are done. What great things did Gregory do yesterday? Did we all do together? Prepare the body to meet every challenge of the day.
Okay.
Prepare the household to meet every
We'll put
challenge of the
disconnected or busy on there.
Yes, but you have to keep it on top for tomorrow, hon. You have to try it tomorrow.
Alright, so I'll leave it there.
Words.
Center for Independent Living, we called them already today.
Yes, and it's the same number and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can throw that away, can we?
Yeah, I'll sketch it out and we'll do it, recycling.
We made 10 calls. Gregory didn't get here until 11 o'clock because he was
Hang on,
doing
bud.
errands at Walmart.
There's another one we could recycle. Audio editation.
Put the plug in the tire again.
Okay, keep going. What else is it?
It's been a whole-
Audio editation 1-800-231-4261.
Don't you think it's audio library?
Audio
Gregory
audio-
did
Yeah.
EDITIONS.
Took care of the recycle tubs.
You want to dial it, please?
They used them on the same-
You must be on number 7 by now.
Huge amount of concrete.
We're on 6.
Yes. Thank you, Gregory. Then we did the vegan commercial number 24. Maroon, a maroon outfit, and it looked nice. All maroon. And no pork. Sweet and sour porpoise. Worthington tender bits. Vegan. And vegetarian.
Morning, audio edition. This is Robin. How may I help you?
Excellent.
Oh, hi. Would you tell me what organization it is, please?
You're phoning Audio Edition?
Audio Edition. And what do you put books on audio tape?
We sell recorded audiobooks, yes, on CD.
On CD? And are you related to the one in New York State?
The label
No.
Okay. And how much are your services?
for tomorrow sometime.
Well, all of your titles we offer for purchase.
Oh, I see it.
And price.
I see. Are you located in New York City?
All the ones that have to do with
No, we're in Ashland, Oregon.
x-rays
Oh. Oh, okay.
and another box. And I think that's probably.
Would you like a catalog?
Yes, please. Would you
Okay.
yeah, could you send it to Glendora?
Entrees.
As your first name, Glenn?
Yeah, first name is Glendora. G-L,
Glendora.
Glendora, And it's at 45A Elm Street, like the tree, Elm Street.
Uh-huh.
Nassau, spelled N-A-S-S Sam, A-U, New York,
Uh-huh.
12123.
And Glendora, and your last name?
Folsom, F. Frank, O-L-S Sam, O-M Mary.
Okay, great. I'll put a catalog in the mail for you.
That's very nice of you. I'm sorry I called you so early. I didn't know you were in Oregon.
Oh, no, that's okay. We open up at 7 o'clock, so.
Wow, good for you. And what is your name?
My name is Robin.
Nice to meet you, Robin. You're the first Robin I've seen this spring.
Oh, thank you, Miss Wilson.
Take-
Thank you for calling this morning. I'll be sure to get a catalog in the mail for you.
That's very nice, dear. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I think you can recycle that, honey.
Recycle that?
Yeah, check it off and recycle it. I didn't know I'd call him so early. Durford hadn't even put his teeth in yet.
You don't have to put your teeth in, do you, Glennie? You have all your natural teeth, don't you?
All three of them, yeah.
All three of them.
Yeah, I have about 11.
There's a thing here for volunteers. Do we want to try to call them and see if then maybe somebody will come in and read to you from there?
Yes, what did you do with that other one? Did you
I sent it right here in front of you, baby, so you can recycle it for me.
Right here, okay. Yes, now, what was the next question, hon?
There's a number here for volunteers that says that somebody is a reader. It
Yeah.
has a reader.
Yeah, please.
Barkley.
And this week,
Okay,
It's a reader. It's 800-952-5666.
yes.
I read it.
Is that isn't in your contacts, is it?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
so the first thing in the morning is to get a hold of dear little Jessica for the last time.
You have reached the Braille and Talking Book Library at the California State Library, also known as BTBL. For English, press 1. Para continuar en
Press
español, oprime el número 2. The library is currently closed. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Please remain on the line for further options. If you are a current patron and have questions about ordering books, your equipment, or any other library service, press 1 to speak to your reader advisor.
Press
To
1,
reach
please.
other BTBL departments, press
Press
2.
1.
Sure.
Backed up there since July.
If you are calling on behalf of an institution, press 1. If you are an individual patron and your last name begins with the letters A, B, or C, press 2.
How quickly
If your last name begins with the letters D through G, press
instead of 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, we shut down the electronics bench. We had to open it up again. And 18 East Hartford, I don't think those are much good. Maybe
the reader advisor you have selected is currently unavailable.
treat is what
To leave a voicemail message for Heather, press 1. To speak with the receptionist, press 0.
Press 1.
Return menu.
And then Gregory's stairs.
Hi, you've reached the desk
And
of
that's it,
Heather at the
until
Braille
next
and
Tuesday.
Talking Book Library, currently serving patrons for the
And
last
those are very good deeds. And then Gregory did
I'm
such a
either
good
away
deed
from
on
my
the
desk
Bible,
or currently on the
and on the
phone,
hymn,
but if you
and
leave
on
your
the
name,
jokes, and
number,
on
and
the
a
word.
brief message, I will get back to you shortly. If you have book numbers or an order, you may simply delete those, and I will add them to your account. Thank you and have a great day.
And then Gregory did such a
Hi,
good
Heather.
deed on the
My name is Glendora.
big
and
Bible
Heather,
before.
I'm calling to see if you people in California reach as far north as New York State and know any volunteers who would come to my home and read to me. 518-610-5810, a chat with Glendora at gmail.com. Thank you for all the good things you do for the world, all you people out there. And your joke today is, computers are in the Bible. Eve said to Adam, do you want an apple too?
All right, so we have I'm gonna call the volunteers list now.
No. Cross out that volunteers list, if you would.
You don't want the volunteers number? It says volunteers number.
Or what would you,
It's a different number than the one we called.
go back to the number that we called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And say it's the California,
Library for the Blind?
no, audio books, California audio books. And circle those two, would ya? And then put down 3, 4, 20,
Mm-hmm.
AI, meaning all information, AI.
All right.
Okay, now you say there's another number on there?
Yep. We're gonna check on it right now.
Okay, what does it say?
Volunteers.
Oh. circle that one.
The California Voter Information Guide for the upcoming primary election on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020 is now available in Category 9. This guide is also available online on the California Secretary of State website, www.voterguide.sos.ca.gov.
Access News, a service of Society for the Blind in Sacramento, California. Your source for audio recordings of store sales ads, newspaper and magazine articles, and much more. Please listen to this entire message to hear useful information about Access News
Would you write underneath that California blind?
and low vision.
Telephone blind.
You know where it says volunteers?
Mhm.
And circle that around the number
Mhm.
and write California blind.
By entering 555.
Read the
Five.
journal.
If
And
you
then
would like
would
to
you,
sign up for Access News,
Put that
have a question
in
or
the
comment,
bottom.
or would like to learn
You
about
got
how
it.
to become a volunteer reader, please
Would like to
call
become a volunteer reader, hear that?
889-7519. If you would like to learn about the National Federation of the Blind, NFB Newsline service with access
Okay,
to more
could
than
you move
300
on?
newspapers and magazines,
Mhm.
Good leg back, my good knee back.
So next number we have is
But I'm not a petitioner.
Mike at Walmart.
Help him deposits to go.
We did him. Could I hold on to that, please?
Of course.
This may be the end of the list.
I'm pretty sure it is, Lenny. Yep, because now we're back down to Amy's Kitchen.
I know that.
So we've gone through it all.
So would you put a great big paper clip around that group?
Of
And,
course.
and would you take a piece of paper, this piece right here, and would you say completed 4/4/20?
Then, after that,
We're gonna write what on it, Lenny?
Okay,
recorded all,
completed
and we did all the deals.
4.
And then we did
4,
the computer
20.
phones, both of them.
Have I got the right date?
3/4/20, baby.
Yes, thank you. And would you write on it Amanda?
You got it.
No small job.
Yeah, we got all your phone numbers done, Bunny.
No, the loose ones. Now we're going to go into the contacts, which you wanted to do. And the first contact, I think, is Devlin Adams. Am I right?
In your contact?
Mm-hmm.
Adams, yep.
Okay, would you dial him, please?
Yep.
Would you take another paper and say, start contacts list 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
20. I congratulate you, honey. That's a big job. You did all those contacts.
We said contacts what, honey?
Say contacts list, started.
Please leave your message for Devlin Adams.
Devlin, I like it when you call me up, those long telephone calls, and you describe what you do. I find that very interesting and very entertaining. So please do that, would you? Give me a nice telephone report of what you were doing and your mother and your brother and how your job is. Devlin, did you know that Glendora has lost all of her eyesight? It's quite an interesting world and quite an interesting challenge, and it's quite enjoyable to try to live a different life. I'm able to make it with ambulating around Happy House 3 and nowhere else. I will not go anywhere else, Devlin. And then my friend Amanda keeps everything going for me as far as the great ship, A Chat with Glendora, goes. Please call me, honey. Grace and peace unto you. Why does Santa Claus have 3 gardens? So he can ho, ho, ho. Who's next?
And to sleep, going to bed. At night, so
Joyce.
.com with me.
Joyce?
Mm-hmm.
myroom.com.
Like B-A-U-M, Mom?
And take your
Joyce, Joyce, it just says Joyce.
Okay. Hey, Google, call Joyce.
I mean, maybe Edna is helping Chauncey. I think she
Sure.
must be.
Home, New Rochelle or mobile?
Over there. Yeah, I think she must be helping.
Mobile.
That's good.
Thank you for telling me
Your call
that.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 518248333 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Joyce, people told me that you were at the interface, and I'm so glad that you keep things going and that you help with the dishes. And they also told me that you were at the open mic. So I would like to have gone with you, Joyce, but the fact is, honey, would you please come and see me? With this blindness, I am not going out of the Happy House 3, dear. I would love to have you come and see me, and I would like to have you volunteer and read to me 2 hours every week. Could you do that, dear? When you're here, not in New Rochelle. You could also read to me New Rochelle over the phone, too. And you could read to me here over the phone, too, honey. I like to browse 3 minutes a day, and then I like to read about an animal, like an elephant or a giraffe, from Wikipedia. It's about 6 minutes. Anyway, call me, would you?
You gave him half of a bottle of fruit shake.
You wanna know something funny? That's Maddie's friend Joyce, right?
Yes, it is.
I work for her too.
Oh, good.
Advertiser is next.
Yes. What number do they give for that, huh?
518454.
Expunge.
Want me to take it out of there?
Yes. That's what expunge means.
A gang.
Aging? Aging what? 2, 3, 4?
Aging. It just says aging, and then there's
All right. Would
aging.
you please dial it, honey?
I think you better do that bean soup for breakfast. See what they,
Rensselaer County Department of Aging and New York Next. Vinny speaking. How may I help you?
Well, hi there, Vinny baby. It's your friend who admires you, Glendora.
yeah.
Okay, Glendora. How are you doing today?
100%. Did you know that I lost all my eyesight, Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was
You know,
uh,
you don't have anybody who can come here to reach me, but how about could somebody reach me over the phone?
maybe. So that would probably be like either the Society for the Blind or NABA. Those kind of organizations might be able to help you out with that.
Oh, okay, honey.
So just chicken.
But you don't have anybody.
I don't know, unfortunately.
Oh, how about you?
I'd have to refer you out to those kind of organizations.
Well, listen, how about you do it for me as a personal friend with your nice voice? Read to me over the phone overnight. Over the phone. It would only be 5 or 10 minutes, hon.
Okay. I would, but honestly, these days, I'm actually out of the office too frequently anymore.
Why? Are you all right?
Like that. Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I go out and do these home assessments now for home delivered meals.
And do your
So I'm just usually out of the office for a few hours every day.
vegan letter.
Oh, what time do you deliver them in?
And do the,
Huh? Oh, no, I go out and do the interviews.
'Cause my friend,
I don't deliver.
do
No,
you?
I'm usually around after 3 o'clock till 5 is the best time to reach me.
Oh, okay. Do you know my friend Timmy Owen?
and,
He delivers them out of Albany.
Oh, okay. Then, no, I'm not familiar with those
Okay.
The name's somewhat familiar, but I didn't know why.
I was gonna do the in rail and go straight. to
Why did the
the whole-
why did the teacher get angry at the owl?
Up through there.
Why?
Because he didn't give a hoot. Take care, dear Vinny.
All right, Glendora, you have a great day.
Yeah. Thanks for helping people, dear.
Oh, my pleasure.
3
Bye now.
and
You can
3
delete that
hours.
one.
I can delete that one.
Yeah, you can take it out of
20 p.m.
contacts.
a.m.
Alright. So, Ace, Nick.
Preparing the body
AIC
and
Nick?
house
Mm-hmm.
Pass it.
Alright.
for any
Albert?
challenge that comes today.
Elber.
That was
Try it.
stated in the Joy Book of 2017 yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And
Move on. How many have you
taking
done
care
now,
of
hon?
cats
We have 1, 2, 3 left.
and
Oh,
the
great.
recycle bin. And getting
Who's
the
next
house ready
after
for
Albert?
any challenge
Alice?
that come today.
Atlas. All.
Everything is
I would
neat,
call it.
tidy,
I
would
clean,
call it.
organized, a
Yeah, I
place
would
for
call it.
everything and
Oh,
everything
I
in
know.
place.
It's LT's. Yes.
Reach the
It
headquarters
is
office
ship-shape.
of Altice USA. To reach our customer service department, please press 1. To use our company directory, please press 2. To hear the normal business hours
I
for
like
our
the way we do
headquarters
Martha
location,
Martha and Mary Mary mixed in between.
if
We
you
have the
need additional
meditation and we
assistance,
do some
please press
Martha
0.
Martha.
For
and
cereal?
Thank
we
you
do
for
some
calling
meditation.
and have a good day.
That's good.
Thank you for calling Altice
Things are in
corporate
good order.
headquarters. Our
There
normal
wasn't a
hours are
fetus
8
this
a.m. to
morning,
6 p.m.
plus
Monday through
Simmons,
Friday. If you are seeking customer
Channel
assistance,
6.
our website, www.optimum.net,
I'm
provides
so
many
glad that
customer
Greg would
service
fix me a
features,
microcassette
including
to
product
keep
and
notes
service
on.
information, and Optimum store locations. To reach our customer service or sales department, please call 516.
Here's a silver microcassette, a brand new one, and I just dropped it on the floor.
Thank you for
I'm
calling
ashamed of
Altice.
you, Glendora.
Good.
Utterly ashamed.
Please call Glendora.
Oops.
518-610-5810. A chat with Glendora at gmail.com.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so next
Okay,
we are
now,
going to
these
get
are low. That's the
Annie
contacts.
Bank.
Dial it.
Very helpful. This is and today I must learn how to voice dial on the Charter LG. I must
We got
learn
one
how
more
to
after
answer
this.
phone
Great,
on
honey.
Charter LG.
Hi, you have reached Community Bank. There was no one at this phone. Please contact Tracy Pratt at 518-758-4002 or the main line, which is 518-758-7101. Thank you.
A sanctuary, okay?
Record your message after the tone.
Delete
When
it,
you
please.
you can hit
Delete the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take out the entry.
Thank you.
We're doing a lot of cleaning up, aren't we?
We are. Austin,
Austin. Pass it by, please.
B&H,
Pass it by, please.
Bailey,
Pass it by, please.
Bailey 2,
Pass it by, please.
Banker,
Dial it, please.
Okay, stop everything and take care of it. I mean, take care of Flash. Feeding bacon. Where's your vegetarian bacon? Where's your vegetarian bacon?
my tea is not even helping me feel better today, Glenny.
Hi, you've reached the mailbox of Bill Banker. Please leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
at the tone. Please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You'll find God in Florida. May the God of peace himself sanctify all of us completely through and through. Amen. Glendora.
That was our last call, babe.
Aren't we doing great?
We are. Alright.
Are you going by the sheet or are you going by the phone?
Right, Doug?
That is by the phone now. The sheet's done. We're done with the folder, baby.
Yeah, but the sheet is there.
Yep, the sheet's right here.
Yeah.
She's a cheap
Well, no,
man.
no, the contact sheet is here.
Yes.
In the multicolored folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what you were putting away. Now I'm
Yep.
up with you. Okay.
Alright, so we have our 15 calls done. We have our voicemail done. We'll go
My
to
new Bible.
Gmail.
Thank you very good. And there's the to-do list.
First of all, Olympus, I want you to know that Amanda has finished
This is the old
all of the
to-do list.
loose sheets of the contacts, and this is March the 4th. Note the date, please. We are starting the contacts list on the telephone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your question was, what comes next after the...
What would you like to come next after we...
Well, I'll tell you what comes next. It's the computer tutor, and you've already done that. Did you want to look at him again, Louis, or do you want to do it later?
That's when it stops.
You want to look at Louis for 5 minutes, or do you want to do it later?
You work so hard.
How about we do Louis later and we finish our
That sounds
emails
good.
and stuff like
And
that?
now the next one is the screen reader. That's also Louis.
There was so much
Uh,
joy.
Okay, you went there and back, so that takes care of that. Would you go to reading those apps again to Glennie? And then show Glennie again how to go to screen 2
Of course.
Yes, it's in
and
the
screen
pocket.
3?
Okay, with the money.
So this is screen 1.
Plus
Nassau,
bonus.
10, 34 a.m., Wednesday, March 4th, 44. Update,
Did you forget the water?
Messenger,
Yes,
Hit
as
Voice,
always.
Chrome,
Go get the
Clean
7
Master, Assistant, Facebook, Phone, go to Discover, move to screen 1, move to screen 2, move to screen 3, settings.
Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have that on my microcassette and I can play it myself. Do you see my microcassette anywhere?
I think you put it in the box, babe.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you play that over again for Glennie?
Of course.
And that'll be it for today.
Of course, my love. Alright, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Alright.
Nassau, 10:35 a.m., Wednesday, March 4th, 44. Update, Messenger, Hit Voice, Chrome, Clean Master, Assistant, Facebook, Phone, go to Discover, move to screen 1, move to screen 2, move to screen 3, settings.
Would you move to screen 2, honey?
Of course.
We've done screen 1, haven't we?
Yep.
Okay, we got 8 o'clock.
Come on.
Tools Mobile, Google, Dragon Anywhere, Folder, 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 Management, The Weather Channel, Folder, Help Talk, Read for the Blind, Alreader, move to screen 1, move to screen 2,
Move to screen
move
3,
to
please.
screen 3, settings. Twitter, hourly reminder light, blind, Lazarillo, settings, speaking alarm clock, KNFB reader, and voice network libraries plugin, move to screen 1, move to screen 2, move to screen 3, settings.
Thank you, Google. Thank you, Amanda. You're welcome. Now, the next thing is, hey, Google, send an email.
Who do you want to email?
Google, that's whom do you want to email? Whom do you want to email?
Now we're ready. to
Would you
sit.
correct that, please?
How's your
Sorry,
back?
who do you
Pretty
want to
good.
email?
That's your leg.
Please email Blakeman. Please email Blakeman.
It's Sunday. I didn't think
Blake,
I'd ever
come on.
go
Is that San Fran or San Jose public access?
Cancel, please.
New,
Cancel, please.
She canceled it.
She did?
Mhm.
Well, usually she says. Hey, Google, send email to Blakeman.
Okay, do you want to email Blakeman? What's the message?
Sandy, I am getting good at emailing you through Google. She is very efficient. I would like to have you email to me
33.
how you...
That's a message to Blakeman saying,
Right.
Sandy, I am getting good at emailing you through Google. She is very efficient. I would like to have you email to me. It will be
To
sent
you.
from your account at chat with Glendora at gmail.com.
And me,
Do you want to send it
You.
or change it?
might
Send it. Send it.
have peace.
Sending your email to Blakeman.
MD
Thank you.
something
Oh, did I hear a
in the
beep
world.
in there?
No, honey.
Ye
It's
I
just-
thought I heard a beep saying that it was sent, no?
shall
Oh yeah, she sent it.
And was that her beep?
Yes, that was her beep.
How nice.
But be
No, I
Good
think
spirit.
what comes next is Gmail.
I
Yep.
have
And that's what I'm actually looking at right now.
overcome the world.
Trying to see if we got anything from DCTV, but I'm not seeing
Now,
anything.
Amanda, this Gmail that you taught me, this dictation that you taught me is so much better than all the others. I'm so glad you told me this.
No problem, Bunny.
It's very, very nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say to me?
I said I was just looking on here to see if we had anything from DCTV yet, and we don't.
Well, we can let them go, hon.
So we have one from Barbara Mooney.
Oh, yes.
She sent you a message.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
And I'll leave a message to you.
Lead to thy God to order and provide in every.
And I switched it, Glenny. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking tea.
Oh, you switched that too?
Yep.
What a cleanup.
Be still my soul.
Oh, she sent you a picture.
Oh, good.
It says dog can't stop hugging woman after she adopted him from shelter.
Oh,
Oh, he
thank you.
literally did. He's sitting like on her lap, like.
Oh. Could you email her back, honey?
Mhm. What would you like to say?
Well, I would like to say thrilled, Thrilled, T-H-E,
Added fire, it added to
I-L-L-E-D.
time to get fired.
2 L's, honey?
Mhm.
The
At
company has found
the
something to do the work of 5 men.
Good News, hyphenated,
5 one.
Good News,
I think that's what it was.
pics you sent me, dog and woman.
By the time we learn to behave ourselves, it's too late to do anything about it. Yep.
Anything else?
No, I think that's lovely.
All right. There's that.
Nice job, Greg.
Where was that on? Twitter?
That was on Facebook.
Good for you, Barb. I want to tell you about Barbara Mooney.
Mhm.
She died. She died on August the 2nd, 2016.
Word, 186.
She was at the hospital. She went in for a gallbladder operation, and they inflate the abdomen when they're doing a gallbladder operation.
Direct.
And that stopped her heart.
Words
She
endeavor
stopped.
Wow.
to thee
So they put her in this cold thing.
of a
And
person.
somehow or other, that will bring a person back.
Plugging that tire.
Still Glenny.
And she's, well, you don't care?
No, I'm here. I'm listening to you, baby. I just opened another email.
Endeavor.
It's from Jennifer Morrell.
Don't interrupt, baby. You gotta stop interrupting people.
Fix that tire.
You don't want me to tell you about Barbara?
No, go ahead, tell me.
And they put her in this cold thing, and they brought her back. And Amanda, she has been terrific ever
20
since.
times.
Can you believe that?
That's very interesting, Lenny.
Yes, it is. Okay. Now you got Jay Morrell, huh?
Yes, she had emailed you yesterday saying, "Hi Glendora, thank you for your subscription.
It's a matter of
I see in your article you are having lunch with us on 3/3. We are meeting 3/20 at 1:30 at
Okay.
Whole Foods in Collins Center. I just wanted to make sure you had the correct date. Thank you, Jennifer."
To-do list.
Okay, can we email her back, dear?
Of course.
Okay, we have 2 to-do lists.
Go ahead, babe.
Good for you, Grace.
Sorry,
10:20
To-
Saturday?
upset
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
our nice plan, comma, but Glendora has lost her eyesight. Period.
Anything else?
Yes, instead,
If you write with a water pen, it
INSTEAD?
doesn't bleed.
Mm-hmm.
can you come
Mm-hmm.
to Nassau
There's Saturday.
for
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
specialty,
How do I spell that one?
okay, SPE,
Mm-hmm.
CIA,
24.
LTY, clove, CLOVE,
Casserole?
mm-hmm. Want me to spell casserole?
Yes, please.
CASEROLE.
Mhm.
Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
This would be on 3:30 noontime. Thank you for that, huh?
All right, I'm sending it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that was the last new one.
Well, isn't that good? Let's go to Facebook and see if your 2 uploads got any views.
One. Up through words. That's done.
Oh, Facebook load. The internet's kind of slow today.
Phone 20.
It is?
Yeah, it's kind of windy out and cloudy, so the
Good deeds.
signal.
That makes a difference?
Yeah, we gotta think the signal's gotta go through like radio waves, and
yeah, because
if it's like cloudy and rainy, when it
Yeah.
goes to hit the other radio wave, it doesn't. It bounces off and knocks off the connection, so it connects every now and then,
Oh.
but it bumps off of the weather a lot.
Oh.
I should have been like a computer technician or something, Glennie. That's what I should have done.
I hope that little bee got home before the weather changed.
2017.
I hope so too. It was not very nice. Towards the end of the night last night, it started to get cold and rainy. Like I was driving back and it was getting cold and rainy, and I'm like, okay, Frank, let's turn the heat on. So we turned the heat on, and she kept me warm. He kept me warm the whole way home. So we have no views on them yet, Glennie. Nobody's,
Okie dokie.
my notifications. You don't have any notifications.
No notifications?
No people you may know.
Really? Uh,
Yeah. How
How about Messenger?
about Nope, the only one that we had from Messenger was Barbara Mooney, and we just emailed her back.
Oh, that was good. How about weather
20
today? What's the temp?
to do
Hang on.
good deeds.
I think it's like 42. Hang on one second. Kind of chilly out there.
I thought so, yeah, when I fed the bird.
42.
42?
Yep, 42 and raining, and the wind is 21 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's cold, honey.
Tomorrow it's supposed
Do
to
you have
be.
to go anywhere today? I'm going right home.
I'm going right home after here, Glennie. I have such a migraine that I have had for the past 2 days, and I just can't get rid of it.
Oh, you don't have any medicine for
I
it?
do not like taking pills, Glennie. I am not that kind of person. I can't swallow
I'm
them.
so sorry you have a migraine. That's terrible.
It's alright. Oh, the only crazy thing about it, Glennie, is when I get migraines, I sometimes get bloody noses.
Uh-oh.
So, like, yeah, it's not too bad right now. I mean,
Oh,
it's
I'm
not,
sorry, you poor baby.
it's not to the point yet where I can't see anything, or when it gets to that point, that's when I'll be like, oh, Glennie, I can't see.
Yeah.
I hate that point. I dislike that point. I won't say hate. I dislike that point. Because it makes it to the point where I want to curl up in a dark room and not move.
That's exactly what you should do, yeah.
Yeah.
No, honey, we came to, how many calls, please?
Aha! I can take this one. This one's going to be easy this time. I'm excited to be able to do it this way.
Okay.
So all calls, we have 34 calls.
Good. You found a number for them?
I dig, Glennie. It's called call calculation.
Except for Gregory's account.
That is what it's called, baby. It's called call calculation. And I couldn't figure it out before because you know why?
No, why?
Because I didn't hit the right setting. I didn't go down farther. She
Oh,
told
you
me
didn't
it's
get down far enough.
I didn't go down far enough to look at it. She told me if I would have went down a little farther, I would have found where it said. So I just clean sweeped your phone and everything, baby.
Well, thank you, Cheyenne.
I know, she was awesome. And I told her, I'm hoping that next week I'll be able to go, and they have another class going on about sign language. I want to learn how to do sign language again.
Well, they're not going to have the cell phone?
No, they change the classes every week, and they teach you. It's a different thing every week. Like this week, it was technical, like phones and stuff like that. Next week, it's going to be sign languages, and then she said the week after, she said I think it's Braille. We'll be learning how to do Braille. So I've kind of gotten interested in these classes, Glennie, of going, and I want to be able to read, speak sign language if I need to, because Chris's mom is deaf.
Oh.
So that will work for her also. So when she can't hear me, she has her hearing aids out, I'll be able to speak to her. But also, learning Braille will be a good thing to learn also.
I'm glad you're so ambitious.
So
Well, this is good that you're taking advantage of the public library.
I am, and I didn't even know that they had classes like this or anything, Glennie. Like, nothing. I had no idea until you and my Maddie introduced me to the new libraries around here.
Yes,
And
I'm glad we did. Now we're ready for sweet clean, honey.
I already did that, my love.
All right, now we're ready for the U.S. mail.
I'm going to run up and check that and see if we have that, any. Because it is it's 10:56, so around 11 o'clock. So we could definitely go up and check and see if the mail is here.
Yeah, she comes at 10:30, honey.
Alright, so the mail probably is here. And While I'm doing that,
Would you please print the,
I'm going to step out for a moment and smoke my cigarette.
All right, would this be a good time for me to call Pat?
with the
This would probably be a good time for you to call Pat so you could enjoy your conversation. So here's your phone right in front of you, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Google?
Well, you've done the renewal for 2 hours, you've done the,
Hey, Google. Call Nichols.
elderly, the help for the elderly, that's a bust.
Will you take these, hon? These 2 dishes?
Yep.
You've done,
Or a big one?
do you have?
I got 'em, baby.
New times to put in?
Alright, my love, we'll be right back.
And do we?
Oh, I gotta stop our recording. It was recording Manny's face.
All right, it is going.
Well, folks, what do you think? Spring's going to be here in 2.5 weeks. I'll tell you something about winter. Hi, Austin.
Hello.
Are you sitting next to me?
I am sitting next to you. Yes, I have a little bit of space between us, so that you can see the screen. But yeah, I'm
I was
here.
going to tell you something about winter. Long, long, dark days. Number 1, catch up on your sleep. Number 2, catch up on your meditation. Number 3, catch up on your work. That's what I like about winter.
No,
Nice.
so you're ready to go out and about once the springtime comes, basically. Yeah.
Well, I still like getting up to date on my work and on my meditation
Yeah.
and on my rest. Austin is our chief browser, BROWSER. He's our chief browser, and he is going to read to you. He's going to browse the magazine American Vegan Society, which just fell on the floor.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a whole big thing that says "Read on TV," so I think I'll just grab that.
Well, do you see the American Vegan Society? That's the one I wanted you to read, that magazine. Do you see it, honey?
There's all kinds of advertiser game changers.
American
So,
Vegan Magazine?
I don't have the magazine here.
Keep
yet.
looking, honey, because that's the important one. Is this-
Oh, it's stuck to the read on TV thing. There's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, there's. Okay.
It's affectionate. It's stuck on it.
Yeah, winter 2019-2020, right?
Yes, would you browse the magazine, tell
All
me
right.
what's going on?
I'll do a basic contents. So, new signs at AVS, 60th anniversary.
It is their 60th anniversary.
Yeah. Freya's Bean Burgers, Veggie Burger History Lesson. Never been easier to be vegan. These are just some of the articles
that's
they have.
kind of articles if you're going to read us a little bit on each one.
Yeah, I'll touch up on those in a minute or two. It's not easy for everyone to go vegan. Vegan Generation, Philly Vegan Awards, regenerative grazing.
What is it, honey?
Regenerative grazing.
Oh, I bet you're interested in
Yeah,
that.
that could be interesting. Vegan Cuisine Month. Wintram Vegan Education Class, Marion Walker, American Vegan Garden Party. Alright, let's hop in here a little bit.
Good food.
We just got some of that. Let's see.
I have to tell you about the little boy who was late for school and he's running as fast as he could. And he ran under the barbed wire fence because it was a shortcut, and of course the barbed wire fence got his pants. He goes into the classroom in the school and the teacher says, "I see you're a little behind today."
There's a thing here about the history of veggie burgers.
Well, that's kind of good. Can you capsulize that for us?
So, let's see. I guess it seems that like they're talking about how people used to think that veggie burgers are only about 40 years old.
Yeah.
When there was a British inventor of a boxed veggie burger, showed up on TV.
Really?
Then they go back and said there's an earlier one where in 1955 in a movie, in The 7-Year Itch, there's a scene at a vegetarian restaurant with a soya bean burger.
Where?
I don't know where it is, but it's in a vegetarian restaurant in the movie The 7-Year Itch.
Oh, I get you. That's good.
Let's see.
That's what you call subliminal, right?
Yeah.
Getting on the concept of vegetarianism subliminally.
So they're saying, though, in here that they originally started popping up in the 1890s.
Yeah.
Did
you hear that, folks?
Was the
vegetarian
first
burgers in the 1890s?
Well, or the initial things that grew into them, at least. It was something called Nuttose, which is main ingredient was peanuts, and it was the first commercial meat alternative in the Western world.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Would that be here or in Europe?
I think that includes Europe.
Did it start here though, or did it start in Europe? They don't tell you.
It says it was here. This veggie burger-like product was that first one. The first soy burger was released by the Seventh-day Adventists. In 1937.
1937?
Yeah. And then Loma Linda had a gluten burger in 1938.
Really?
1938. Yes.
You know what Loma Linda is? You know, that's the great big Seventh Adventist University in Loma Linda, California.
And it looks like a significant amount of the kind of like the fact that it was brought into a more public eye was during World War II, during meatless days when there was rationing.
Oh, yeah?
I
should remember that. I lived through World War II.
Yeah. Let's see. So White Castle used...
As of when, dear White Castle?
This was in like 43, I think.
They had a vegetarian burger in 43?
Yeah. So they used the Loma Linda Vegelona burger, I think. Soybean production doubled during World War II. The New York Times described a 10-cent soy burger that could replace the hamburger on meatless days. It also covered the appearance of a mixture of soy grits, flour, dehydrated onions, and other seasonings.
Say that again? Covered the what?
The appearance of a mixture of soy grits, flour, dehydrated onions, and other seasonings under the name Bean Burger.
Bean Burger?
Yeah.
And that was during World War II, huh?
Yeah, this is in the early 40s. Let's see. And then and then the next big step. So that was like a big step of it. There was the late 1800s development of these like meat alternatives, and in the 30s they had the first couple of burgers show up. The 40s led to them becoming more popular due to the meat rationing. And then another wave came in the 60s during the expansion of the environmental movements, awareness of world hunger, anti-war stuff, the popularization of yoga during the 60s came along with it. And then I think in the 70s is when they originally started presenting them as like health, stuff.
And the climax, honey, and last year when Burger King came forth with the
Impossible Burger, right?
Which is a vegan hamburger.
Let's see, what else we got?
And the fact that the Glendora Vegetarian Club spent over $50,000, I think it was $53,000, to put 300 30-second ads onto the 6:30 p.m. news. This is broadcast TV, mass media, to urge people to go vegan and to tell them all the delicious vegan burgers and chicken and turkey that they could have. and we made 260 different commercials, 30 seconds each.
Let's see.
Those were the top movements of the year 2019.
Oh, the other day I had this vegan chicken sandwich.
You did?
Yeah, it's a shame actually. It was at a food truck called Bartleby's,
Oh, a food truck.
and my friend, one of my former roommates is his girlfriend is vegetarian, so she goes to this all the time because they usually park near her workplace, and then it wasn't there, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder why I wasn't there." And it's because they were doing a special event at like a separate location. So we went to it, and I got it, and it was awesome. And we found out the reason why they were doing it at this special location was because they were moving to Arkansas like 2 days later. So I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! I wish I could. I wish I knew about this." And then earlier, and then they moved the next day to Arkansas.
Oh.
So well, there it was. Yeah,
And it was vegan chicken.
yeah. It was like using like wheat gluten or something like that. And but it had the thing where it was like really, it was breaded, and they gave it to you in a sandwich with like lettuce and tomato,
patty,
and spicy
patty.
sauce. Yeah,
It was a patty, yeah.
it
Uh-huh.
was really good. Yeah.
How much?
I think the deluxe was like $8 or so, which is
Wow!
it's kind of expensive, but I mean in the city that's pretty normal for.
Yeah,
a sandwich.
actually, Bergen and Wolf is about $10 up
Yeah.
here in the city of Albany. Yeah, no, that's not so
And
bad.
it gets I mean things are more expensive these days.
Bergen and Wolf has a Philly steak, and they have a Sunburger, and they have a poor boy. Have you heard of any of these, honey? Vegan sandwiches?
Not these ones specifically.
Uh,
I've had a lot of. I mean, I've had an increasingly large number of different types over the years, but I mean, there's still a lot that I haven't had.
and you're talking about Boston,
Yeah.
downtown Boston.
Well, not it. The food truck usually parked downtown, but we went to somewhere in
Yeah, where
in Jamaica Plain,
Oh,
which is a
yeah.
little outside of downtown, which is along the subway a little bit.
What else have we got in the American Vegan Society?
Let me see. There's a lot of long articles, and I'm looking for something that I can summarize.
Read us the first paragraph of one or two of the articles.
All right. Let's see. There's an article about a lady who just turned 98 and is having her birthday party at the Sutao Vegan Cafe in Malvern, Pennsylvania in December.
That's good. This lady is 91 and 3/4. Austin.
Somewhere around there.
Austin,
In 10 months now. Yeah, under 2 months till 92.
yes. So would that be 3/4?
That's 5/6.
Is that 3/4? It's more than
It's more than 3/4. 9 months would be not
It'll be on
3/4.
May
10
1st,
months is, yeah.
And we just passed March 1st. No doctors and no medicine. That's the big one. No doctors and no medicine in 91 and 5/6.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing to be healthy and not have any medicine, not have any doctors.
So there's this other one, regenerative grazing. Regenerative agriculture is a phrase seen and heard increasingly from animal grazing advocates, often encountering arguments to end or drastically cut grazing. Its very words are positive and life-affirming, and the typical definition of the phrase regenerative agriculture is similarly positive. It's usually presented as a system of farming principles and practices that increase biodiversity, enrich soils, improve watersheds, and enhance ecosystem services. What's not to like? The laudable goal is to capture carbon in soil and above-ground biomass, thereby reversing current greenhouse gas trends. A positive effect
Nice.
everyone can agree with.
Nice.
But underpinning these practices and their life-enhancing objective lurks not only the exploitation of domesticated animals, with the promise of increased yield for producers, but also some unexamined factors that undercut the positive spin of the phrase.
Go forward. Continue that.
I examined one research article touting the use of cattle to increase the absorption rate and content of carbon in soil from decades-long cropland converted to pasture in the U.S. state of Georgia. That article being Soil Profile, Organic Carbon, and Total Nitrogen During 12 Years of Pasture Management in the Southern Piedmont, USA, by A.J. Franzlubers and J.A. Studeman. Published in Agriculture, Ecosystems, and Environment, let's see, I think, version 129, pages 28 to 36, published in 2009. Although not recent, the article is apt for critique because the authors at least demonstrated the integrity to provide data and other information sufficient to allow a reader to perform calculations of one's own. They had good news. Their low grazing pressure protocol concentrating soil organic carbon at a faster rate than unharvested pasture and in a superior way. That's not the whole story because FNS did not consider the greenhouse gas impacts of the methane expelled by cattle.
Summarize it for us in 2 sentences.
Hold on. So basically what they were doing is that they were doing a calculation that said that this stores carbon so that it's not in the atmosphere, but they were only looking at the way that the plants were functioning, and they weren't looking at the fact that the cows that they were grazing the field with were producing large amounts of methane themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're watching the Glendora Vegetarian Club, and by the way, Austin, we have started year 9.
Wow.
We spent about $32,000 helping the animals. That does not include the vegan commercials. That's another $53,000. And we have spent 1,000 hours on it, and we have 900 pages of documents.
Well, quite a lot of documents, I'll say that much.
Now, one other magazine, do you see here, Austin? It's Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, how to teach doctors to be doctors without animals' cruelty. Do you see that over here?
One? Meat, Money, and Misinformation, that one?
Is it, what's it called?
Good
Commission?
Medicine.
What's it called? Committee?
Good Medicine,
Yeah,
published
Good
by the
Medicine.
Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
That's it, honey. That's Dr. Bernard. Can you read the titles of those articles?
Yeah, let's see. Well, so it's Meat, Money, and Misinformation. So it starts with new guidelines, no need to reduce red or processed meat consumption for good health. Read the surprising headline on a news release distributed by the Annals of Internal Medicine on September 25th.
Good.
The release was promoting a group of articles that would be published in the Annals on October 1st. News outlets worldwide picked up the story, many suggesting that meat had received a scientific dispensation from its links with heart disease, colorectal cancer, diabetes, and other serious problems.
That's good, honey. Slow down.
However, documents unearthed by the Physicians Committee revealed that the study authors had hidden financial ties to a multi-million-dollar meat marketing entity.
How could that be?
It's a classic story in certain branches of science, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you know how the food guide pyramid for a really long time had bread at the bottom?
Yes.
It shouldn't have been at the bottom. It was the reason why it ended up like that is because there was a lot of lobbying in like the 60s and the 70s.
Oh.
I think it was the 70s by
The meat market.
Well, no, this was the wheat industry, like the wheat stuff. It's like what would have been better would have been to put vegetables at the bottom, but it was like certain like bread and other processed wheat goods industries that basically kind of urged and pushed the FDA to be putting bread at the bottom. Well, in reality, it shouldn't have been that much of. That's just another example of it. And this is tied to that in the sense that like what is actually the healthiest thing isn't necessarily what they're going to be saying is the healthiest thing. They're going to say the healthiest thing is the thing that people who want to sell more of what they're selling are going to push them to say, is kind of what's going on.
Oh yeah, the old FDA, they're certainly motivated.
Yeah. Let's see. So.
Why the dollar sign? But we've caught up with them. They don't have the push on it that they used to, do they?
Yeah. So basically, what they're saying here is that they filed a complaint and they said, "Hey, these things that you're trying to publish aren't correct and they need to be edited."
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of trying to go through and see.
Austin, did I tell you the story about the teacher said to the little boy, "I think you cheated on your test. I think you copied the answers from the girl across the aisle"? The question was, who was the first president of the United States? And she wrote Washington, and you wrote Washington. The second question was, who was president during the Civil War? And she wrote Abraham Lincoln. You wrote Abraham Lincoln. The third question was, who was president during the Louisiana Purchase? She wrote, "Oh, I don't know," and you wrote, "Me neither."
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just skimming through this really quick.
Okay. The little boy was, did I tell him about the little boy? Late for school? And he took every shortcut he could and he went under the barbed wire fence, and the barbed wire fence caught his pants, and he runs into the classroom and the teacher says, "This morning I see you're a little behind."
Yeah, no, I've heard that one. Well, I mean, there's hundreds of them, but over the course of many years, I've heard a lot of them.
You used to tell one about the teacher who said, if you had $20 in your left pants pocket, can you remember it? And if you had $30 in your right hand pocket, what would you have?
I'm not remembering this off the top of my head.
Okay, the boy said you would have somebody else's pants on. No, you used to tell that joke so well.
I told that one. I've told a couple, but I don't remember that one specifically. Let's see. Do you have any other things specifically you want me to hit at from this, or?
No, I think that's pretty good. The magazines to get out their word. I'm trying to help them get out their word. Anything else that?
There's a lot of stuff, but it's kind of heavy duty stuff that uses a lot of nutrition terminology and stuff that I kind of get, but like I wouldn't be able to really break down particularly effectively.
So what do you think we've been going here? 25 minutes? You think so?
I don't know. I could probably check on the camera and see how long we've been going.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Now.
We're at 22.
Oh, okay. A man had a talking dog, and he took the dog to a talent agent to try to get some gigs.
Oh, this one.
Oh, you know that one.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. And Rover, what do you call it that a house has so that the rain doesn't come in? And Rover said, "Roof, roof." And the man says, Rover, what do you call it that a tree has in the ground so the tree doesn't fall over? And Rover said, "Roof, roof." Rover, who was the greatest baseball player of all times? Roof, roof. And at this point, the talent agent is pushing the man and the dog out of the room, out of the door, and he's locking the door. And as the man and the dog walked down the corridor outside, the dog looked up to the man and said, "I should have said DiMaggio." So what did you get up there for time, hon?
So we're probably at 23.
23, okay. Can you look at
Give or
these?
take.
Can you look at these folders and see anything to tell the folks?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You've got your 10 Commandments in there for children's language, or?
The one, well, let's see, got some advertiser stuff.
Want to read an advertiser, huh?
Yeah, so this is from the February 20th advertiser bit for the Glendora Vegetarian Club. This is February the 20th, 2020. Jubilation, jubilation. My friend Amanda and her bestie rescued a mother cat and 4 babies from the bitter cold. All 5 are in a toasty, warm cuddle spot. I have nothing else to ask for. The
No.
Glendora Vegetarian Club, February 26th, the last Wednesday of this month at Bourbon Wolf's, Lark Street, Albany. Join us. Our club thanks the advertiser providing our community announcements. Bobby, piano teacher, will be here in 15 minutes. Did you wash your hands and face? Yes. Did you wash your ears? Yes. I washed the one next to her. And then Glendora, 518-610-5810.
In Austin, the mother cat and the 4 babies were adopted by one person to be kept together
That's
on
nice.
a farm in Ghent.
That's nice.
Yeah. You don't see that 10 Commandments, do you?
I'm looking.
Is it over here? Folks, I haven't told you that I lost my vision. It's gone. All I see is milky white now. I don't see you any at all. And then when the lights are off, it's just dark. But you know something? There's a satisfaction and a joy in that. You know what it is? Well, you learn to walk with your hands and your memory. You learn to make 185 TV shows from memory and from touch. And you know something? It's sort of like a new life, and you have new gratifications.
Let's see.
It's not so bad.
I found a letter from the House representative that I...
Oh yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
Delgado.
Yeah.
He's from New York
You want me
State.
to touch upon that a little bit?
Yes, please.
So I think you contacted him or his office in regards to animal welfare.
That's Anthony Delgado.
Yeah.
Delgado.
Thank you for contacting me to express your support for animal welfare. I sincerely appreciate your input as I work to represent your interests in Washington. Like you, I'm an animal lover, and since coming to Congress, I have advocated for many important pieces of legislation that protect the well-being of a variety of animals, whether household pets or horses. These include the PACT Act, which would make animal torture illegal under federal law, the WOOF Act, which would ensure sanctioned animal breeders can no longer use loopholes in federal law to continue to run operations that harm animals, the PAST Act, which would prohibit the cruel practice of soring, in turn preventing horses from being shown, auctioned, or exhibited with any device or chemicals meant to change the horse's gait. The Puppers Act, which would put a stop to the Department of Veterans Affairs' painful experimentations on dogs, ensuring that these medical research procedures are no longer carried out in the name of American citizens. The SAFE Act, which would prohibit the slaughter of horses for human consumption, and the Shark Fin Sales Elimination Act, which would prohibit shark fin trading. And I look forward to being an original co-sponsor of the Humane Cosmetics Act upon its reintroduction, a bill that would prohibit all cosmetics testing on animals beginning 1 year after the bill's passage.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was from... And I found your commandments.
Okay, I think that will do it.
Okay, you want me to
Go
just read
ahead.
it for
Thank
you?
you, Austin.
So this is the children's level English 10 Commandments is what it is, or...
You're right.
So, yeah, 1 is love God more than you love anything else. 2, don't make anything in your life more important than God. 3, always say God's name with love and respect. 4, honor the Lord by resting on the 7th day of the week. 5, love and respect your mom and dad. 6, never hurt anyone. 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. 8, don't take anything that isn't yours. 9, always tell the truth. And 10, be happy with what you have, don't wish for other people's things.
Thank you so much. You can say the final word.
Do you have anything else you want me to put in there?
Yeah, we have to run now, honey.
All right.
Say goodbye.
All right. Goodbye, I guess. I'm just
Grace and peace unto
any
you.
last. Cool. All right.
and all you love.
Check our timer. We are at 29 flat.
Peace and peace.
Should I stop?
Perfect.
A chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you
Alright, Glenn, you're set.
smile.
Okay, can you turn off the audio, honey, on this?
On the TV?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is programming. Okay. I think I got it.
Yeah, oh, thank you, Fitzy.
Alright, I love you, Glenny. I'll see you in the morning.
I love you too, dear.
I'll see you in the morning.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
Created by and for DC communities, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. DCTV provides a forum in which local voices can be seen and heard.
Have a good day, my Glenny.
Okay, that's good. Keep going, hon.
Well, there's not much else, a lot of pictures.
Okay, could you keep going to pages till you come to writing? Who is who's on the board?
Course schedules. Let's see, we've got About Us, Hire Us, Schedule, Event, Beyond DCTV, Grant Awards, Education, Nonprofit, Submit a Show, Take a Tour, Donate, and
How much, can you read us, submit a show, a little bit?
you have to log in and give your password and all this stuff.
Or can't we just go to .com, dctv.com?
That's where I am, but you gotta register to get into the site.
No, to register to get,
To get into the portal, to find out all that information, you have to join. Current member login. Get a password, or log into social media account.
nobody else did, honey.
I don't know, that's what I'm getting.
Can you try again?
Try again. Alright, here's individual participation. Media, media, creative. Classes start today, March 9th. April 19th. TV closed for renovation.
Is there anything you can read me?
Just your name, your address, email. What would you like to do? Take media education classes, submit shorts and clips, be invited to casting and talent calls, network with other media creators.
Read anything. Read anything.
Well, read. That's what it said. It's a whole list of stuff you want.
Well, can't you tap one of those and we read it?
Well, which one would you be interested in?
Anyone.
All through this stuff. I'm not a robot. Yeah, picture holder stuff.
Can you go to sketch?
The time is 1 p.m. Hourly reminder.
Okay, I don't understand this. Anybody else does it?
Well,
I call them up and say, read me some from their website, and right away they read me something.
well, this is the website, but in order to read anything on this website, you have to sign in. You have to log in.
But they
You have to be
didn't.
a member.
My other people didn't. I
Well,
don't.
This is what I've got in mind. dctv.org.
Can you think of any?
I'm trying to use my Facebook to log in with.
Okie doke. Well, could you go to Wikipedia and read to me about rocks?
Just a minute. I haven't had my lunch yet either. I'm just gonna get some lunch. Oh shit. See, I'm not using my own name. It's giving me a hard time.
It's a browse, isn't it? A browse?
I was doing something else, and I was on my other name. I'm not on my name, so I can't get in. Let's see. Let's change over it. I have to get out of this. Okay, I'm on their Facebook page. Maybe that's where your friends were. TV's Washington, D.C. only television station devoted entirely to local programming, created by and for D.C. and its neighboring metropolitan areas. We are a platform for meaningful media in that we use the power of media to bring meaningful connection to D.C. residents through quality stories, vital conversations, and valuable training. You can stream their program. They have streaming programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see my show on my own computer, Fitzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They stream it right up here.
Okay. So that's their story. Now it's gonna go.
Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Sure. Okay, you want me to read? You want me to read something on rocks?
Yes, please.
I think that's all I can do on this one. What was it, Wikipedia?
Or anywhere. Go to Google.
I don't know how long I'll be able to read because I'll be getting quiet.
Well, they'll read it to me if you can connect me with one.
I don't think I can do it from here.
Oh, I see.
You have to be on your own machine to get connected. I put rocks in Google and I get Rocks Restaurant closed, River Rocks closed, iRocks. Pictures of rocks. What kind of rocks? Oh, here's what you see.
sedimentary.
Okay, you want sedimentary? And I have to put up the font a little bit. You can't read it. Oh, where'd it go? Shoot. Ah. Sedimentary rocks are formed at the Earth's surface by the accumulation and sedimentation of fragments of earlier rocks, minerals, and organisms, or as chemical precipitates and organic growths in water sedimentation. This process causes classic sediments, pieces of rock, or organic particles, detritus, to settle and accumulate, or for minerals to chemically precipitate, evaporate from a solution. The particular matter that undergoes compactation and cementation at moderate temperatures and pressures. Before being deposited, sediments are formed by weathering of earlier rock, by erosion in a source area, and then transported to the place of deposition by water, wind, ice, mass movement, or glacier. Mud rocks comprise 65%, mudstone, shale, and siltstone. Sandstones 20 to 25%, and carbonated rocks and carbonate rocks 10 to 15%, limestone and dolomite. About 7.9% of the crust by volume is composed of sedimentary rock, with 82% of those being shales.
Is that what shale is? Oh, okay.
While the remainder consists of limestone, 6%, sandstone, and arcosis, 12%. Sedimentary rocks often contain fossils. Sedimentary rocks form under the influence of gravity and typically are deposited in horizontal or near horizontal layers or strata, and may be referred to as stratified rock. A small fraction of sedimentary rocks deposited on sleep slopes will show cross-bedding, where one layer stops abruptly along an interface where another layer eroded the first, as it was laid atop the first.
Interesting, honey. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And the rocks that make the mountains, what rocks, do you know what rocks those are that make the mountains?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Listen, thank you for doing that, dear.
Okay.
Anything you want me to do for you?
No, I gotta go get my lunch. So,
Are you going out?
no, I'm fixing in.
Well, we ought to have a small boy come in and get you lunch, dear. All right, thank you for... Go
I
ahead.
got a lot of refrigerator.
Yeah, you got a lot of left...
Got a lot of leftovers.
Yeah, you got a lot of leftovers. Yeah. Well, I'd like to be there. Take care, hon.
Okay, you too. Have a good day.
You too. Many thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, folks. How are you today? It's Glendora, and it's a chat with Glendora. And what we were doing just then was thanking our universe, the God, our God, for God's creation of the earth and its rocks and all the other spherical rotators, the millions and billions of them in the universe. Thank you, God. This is March the 9th, and I can no longer see you. I can look straight ahead, but I cannot see you. I see that there is a light, there's like a lot of light there because it's a 200-watt light, but I don't see anything else, just that glare. And you want to know something? When you're 91 and a half years old, 91 and 3/4 years old, 2 more months, and no doctors and no medicine, you still have a lot of joy. And when you are blindfolded and you can't see, all of a sudden you have great happiness in your ability to navigate and ambulate around Happy House 3 here, around your own home. And you know there's great happiness after blindness. But that's if you are fortunate enough to have somebody like Amanda, who comes in at 8:30, and well, it goes at 2 o'clock, but she's been so swift at getting the work up to date, keeping this ship afloat, the Glendora TV ship afloat, that often she gets out of here. I've seen her leave at 1 or at 12:45, and I've seen her leave at 12. One day she left at 11:35. She got everything done. What is there to get done? Well, you have to prepare the body for the day, right? To meet any challenge, get it all dressed and washed and clean and ready to go and presentable, and then you have to prepare the spirit to meet any challenge of the day. The challenge of the day today is we looked into the drawer to get $55 to help pay for the ticket, traffic ticket on a car, and all it was, folks, was a light in the front at the license plate. She got a ticket for that, and she didn't pay it because she said the trooper announced to her that this trooper, she would send it to Amanda in the mail, and Amanda claims it never came. That's rather an odd thing, isn't it? And so the fines kept building up on it and building up on it, and she kept paying the $70 fine, suspension fine, but she never paid the ticket. Anyway, I put away $55. It was $70, the suspension, and I put it in a glass jar, and I put it in the drawer. The file cabinet drawer, a metal file cabinet drawer, underneath the desk that we write on. And we went to get it out today, and it's not there. And I enumerated the 6 people who had been here, and it just doesn't add up. But we mustn't let that take our peace away. May the peace of God, which passes all understanding, rule in our hearts and minds. And then last Monday, $50 disappeared from an envelope that was in a plastic drawer. And then somewhere in between, $10 of laundry quarters disappeared. So, I think the best thing to do is not to think about it, unless you can think of a solution. And it took me at least $850 to get the 1993 Lincoln on the road for my helper, so she'd have a way of getting here. And then she was going down Route 20, Lebanon Mountain, and she was stopped by a trooper who was determined that she had dope in the car, and there's no dope in the car. And he made her stand outside and put her hands on the roof And then he started to search, and then he knew better than that. He called a female trooper to search her. And he said that he was going to take her down and incarcerate her and impound the car, which is Glennie's car, Frankie's car. No, it's Glennie's car. No, it's Frankie's car. Glennie's car is a 1980 Lincoln Continental Mark VI. And he took the keys and he opened the trunk, which I think is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. He did not have a permission to open the trunk. Well, and then he said that she couldn't drive the car, and so she had the wherewithal to call a friend, and the friend had a wherewithal to call another friend, and he came down, the other friend came down and drove Amanda's friend's car, and then her friend drove my car. And now it's safely in the garage, the very expensive $30,000 garage. And we were going to go to court on Thursday and tell the story, what happened, and find out how many fines the judge was going to make against her. And then she was going to ask for time to pay, and then I was going to try to find another $15 to put with that $55 to make it $70 for the suspension and pay the ticket. I just can't find any more money to give her. Because I try to pay her $200 a week, almost $200 a week. And already we paid like $1,500 on that. And I took it out of the rent money. I just can't do it any longer. I can't find any more. I was hoping to get another $15 to put in that a suspension to pay for that, and she'd have something to pay the judge on Thursday at 6 o'clock. But we're not going to think about it. God our Maker doth supply for our wants to be. No. God our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. How could $115 walk out of my house? Well, we're not going to think about it. May the peace of God, which passes all understanding, rule in our hearts and minds. Meditate with God until our hearts are pure, until our will is one with God to do and to endure. Instead, we're going to count about around 6 or 7 o'clock nowadays, the spin of the earth and what that spin means to you. Does it mean to you that you have been given another 24 hours? Is that what it means to you? It means that you have been given another 12 or 13 or 12 hours daylight and another 12 hours of darkness. And the darkness is to rest sweetly and the daylight is to accomplish. And what are you accomplishing? You are working for the universe. And what are you doing? You are contributing. You are creating. You are making things beautiful. You are moving the universe forward, making it go and making it glow. and making it grow. Go, grow, and glow. Go, grow, and glow. And you say, well, you lose your eyesight, how are you going to do it? Well, you still find a way to do it. In 1951, at the age of 23, I took a vow to do television all my life. And it's going on today. And the lack of eyesight didn't stop it. Thanks to my friend, who has put the work up to date, folks, 14 days out of the past 17. The Glendora television enterprise ship is still going. And you remember back in June 13th, I asked you, was that insane to try to run this great big television enterprise without Gregory Helper? Well, it looked for a long time, in fact 8 months, as though it wouldn't be possible to do it. But my friend has made it possible to do it. I can't put in any more money on this, it just isn't there. I pay the rent every 4 months, which is a good idea. The rent is $400 a month, and I pay $1,600. And the next one would be due May 1st. And that's when Glenny's due to be 92. And I don't know where, oh, we're not supposed to think about it, right? And we're not supposed to say we don't know where it's coming from. Folks, are you drinking 5 glasses of water a day? Please. Drink 5 glasses of water a day until your urine is white, crystal clear, and you won't have those urinary problems, and your kidneys will be nice and clean. So it's hard, isn't it? See, I can't answer this. I can't see that green button. I don't know where to put my finger on that green button. Hello? Isn't that too bad? I'm sorry. So you have to call me, I guess, when my helper is here. Because I can't answer the phone, and I can't call out either. Google said, what can I do for the person I like the best? And I'll say, thank you, Google. And Google will say, you're welcome. And I'll say, good job, Google. And Google will say, we aim to please. I have 2 pages of Googleisms. And it's pretty funny. So I told you once that I was going to marry a robot and that we were going to have robot children. So we were talking about drinking 5 glasses of water a day. Now what else should we do? What is your purpose in life? The word aim is a very pretty definition. To aim is to focus one's endeavors toward the accomplishment of a purpose. What is your purpose? Have you found it? The way I found mine at 1951 at age 23. Have you found it? How do you find it? Well, one very good thing is to go to a library, a public library, and just browse. Go to the internet and browse. Find that one thing in life, as we told David Letterman when we were on the David Letterman show. Find that one thing in life that you can do better than anybody else. And then the dedication. And then the obsession. The main thing is the creation. You're creating. This is what the universe is all about. This is what God is all about, don't you think? Creating. God creates, 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 all the time creating. And unless you're creating, you're not happy. Are you? You have to create. Why? Because you're working for the universe. You're one with the universe. You are not separate from the universe. You're not over here and the universe and everybody else is over here. You are not separate. We are all one. We are all together, working together. How do you integrate that with the $115 that has walked out of this apartment or this Happy House 3? How do you do that? Remember, you're not supposed to think about it. So that you can go to the library, you can go to the internet, or you can make yourself a sanctuary. A sanctuary where you go and it is very, very quiet. And when you think about the universe and you listen to it, and you listen to that old heartbeat. Heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. It's going on now. It's been going on all day. It's been going on for decades with you. It doesn't stop. It's loyal. It's unobtrusive. You don't even think about its being there. And it's very quiet. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Except mine goes much faster than there. It goes tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. And remember, it's the boss. It's the final decision maker. It tells you when you start, and it's going to tell you when you stop. But you go and you spend your time with it alone, and you listen to it, and you ask it, what does it want done today? You have a specific set of talents and abilities, and there's a specific job out there waiting for you to do. Have you found it yet? I was a college graduate at the time, the decision in 1951, at age 23, to do television the rest of the life. And I find so many college graduates who haven't found it. And I found this to be true, folks, that whatever you like doing best, that when you were a teenager or maybe when you were 10 or 11 or 12 years old, that's an indication of what you were created to do. So when we go into our sanctuaries, 2 or 3 hours a day, morning, night, whatever, and we find out what it is to do. There's a hymn about that. In simple trust like theirs who heard beside the Syrian sea the gracious calling of the Lord. Let us, like them, without a word, rise up and follow thee. In simple trust like those who heard beside the Syrian sea the gracious calling of the Lord. Let us like them, without a word, rise up and follow thee. Have you heard the gracious calling of the Lord? Did you listen? Did you intercept? Did you take it inside of you? Did you follow it? It's the only place where there's happiness. It all fits in with no self. It all fits in with selflessness. It all fits in with helping others. It all fits in with treating others right. After all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is what? How did you treat others? And who are others? Is it just people? No. Animals also. So anyway, you go to your sanctuary and you listen to that TikTok and you listen to that conscience, and that conscience is the voice of what? Your soul. And what is your soul? Continues with every other soul. It's whatever God is. It's whatever the universe is. What is the soul? It is the God that is inside of you. And it is the God that is inside of everybody. Amen. Yes, it is. I know a lot about you. I know a lot about you. Because when I go into that sanctuary and listen to that God, that soul that's inside of me, I know that that soul continues with your soul. And so I hear a lot about you. God has those qualities that excite wonder, united with approbation, and deserving the utmost you fill it in. Esteem. So yes, there is life after blindness. But you do have to have a helper, I guess. And I think you will have a helper. I think that soul, that God, that universe will provide you with a helper. It's amazing how God always sends somebody. Someday we'll know what happened, I think, with the $10 laundry money, the $50 last Monday, and the $55 this Monday. I hate to have people feel badly. I hate to have animals feel badly. Okay, but there's no need to feel badly. Go to your soul. Go to the soul. Now,